the system that we use and the model that we use from Freedom Schools is different than traditional schools. So it allows you to enjoy learning in an environment where people support you and uplift you.
I think that the Freedom School is really just fostering like a loving for reading and literature, and it's something that I don't regularly see in the community. So I just really appreciate its place and how it's really just getting the kids excited about learning overall.
We should have Freedom School for students. For one, it introduces to them a lot of information about their history. So the education system lacks on teaching our students African American history, and I feel like Freedom School has a chance to do that.
A lot of my kids came here. They didn't really care for the first day when we read the books. They weren't into it. And I had a couple of kids come that didn't even know their letters. They didn't know the ABCs or how to write. So we've really been working with them to change that. And we've been helping them to work and realize that they can, and that they can go places, and that they're not stuck in the situations that they are.
Or pathway. So what's that mean? So a trajectory is a pathway. Do you guys know what pathways are? No? Ooh, let's see. You remember when we had the footprints leading over there? Yes. That's a pathway.
I feel like Freedom School is such a great way to get kids involved and engaged with other students. It helps build their team working skills. I just feel like it's a great positive atmosphere.
A typical day, Papa brought tuna salmon, bonito, mackerel, various clams,
Freedom Schools, I think it just finally gives them an opportunity. We hear that all the time, that this community is forgotten about, but nobody ever really does anything for it. So I think Freedom Schools is finally starting to help the community. And for the students, a lot of these students, I feel like they're lost in the education system. Even at home, like they don't have anything that's really representing them or helping them. And so Freedom Schools can give them a pathway.
Equality!
It helps the children learn more, because like outside of school during the summer they don't learn a lot because they're forgetful of things. Or we should have Freedom School because it's a relief off the kids and the parents. The parents have to work and then the kids just sitting at home, so it would be good for them to come to Freedom School because they learn a lot.
We should have Freedom Schools for students because during the summer there's a big slide back as far as the kids, and they're learning, they have all this free time and nobody to really reinforce what they've learned at school, so they just kind of go home to the summer and forget everything they learned. But with Freedom School, you still have that foundation of education, you're still using your brain, engaging in things that challenge your mind. So it's a great program for kids where they're not stressed about school, but also they're still learning and it's fun.
In Freedom Schools, we teach you that learning and knowledge is much more than just tests or benchmarks. Learning in Freedom Schools shows you how knowledge applies to your everyday life and how you can advance yourself and your community in life.
In the community, it gives our community hope and proof that there are people who care about our children in our communities.
My favorite part about Freedom School is Harambe.
My favorite is Harambe, of course, because Harambe is so live.
Oh, for sure, Harambe, duh. Harambe is just too live. It gets the kids out of their comfort zone. It gets us out of our comfort zone. We be live, we be turned, and it wakes us up.
It's impacted me a lot. I got to learn more about the kids and get to see them engaged in the different activities.
A really corny answer, but I didn't really care for kids much before I came here. I did like them, but they're a little playful sometimes when they don't need to be. And just seeing them grow and learn and do all this, and they're still kids and I still love them, but yeah, they've just gotten so much higher in their understanding of the world.
So it's just impacted me in that I see like a new way how to work with kids and how much they can really engage if you provide them with material that's like fun for them and appealing.
It made me happy again. Made me be able to wake up happy. Even though I have a job outside of this overnight, and there'll be times I don't go home, but just being here and able to affect lives makes me want to continue doing this. And I'm telling you, I haven't woke up happy in a long time, and I'm happy again. It made me want to do different passions that I just forgot about.
Did you see yourself working with kids in the future?
Yeah, I'm actually applying for a job now around Oak Cliff for a teacher position to be active in these kids' lives here.
So coming in, it was like, I don't want to work with kids. I don't know if I can do this, but I was dedicated to helping them and to helping the community. And so now I feel like I'm mature, I'm more patient.
With my experiences with the Freedom Schools and being an SLI, I noticed that my impact on life, not just for myself, but for my community, for my family, for my cousins and my friends, is much greater.
I love that Freedom School is in Oak Cliff. Like, I went to high school in Oak Cliff, all my friends live in Oak Cliff. Like, I lived a lot of my everyday lives in Oak Cliff. So that the fact that I'm able to give back to where I come from, my neighborhood, I feel like it's such a great opportunity, especially for the kids around here, because not every kid gets the same opportunities as others.
My favorite part of Freedom School is, of course, the kids. I've just built such close relationships with them. And then like just the enthusiasm, like everyone's always so excited and happy, and even if I'm having like a, dull day, I can come in and, the kids and their energy always, gets me back to where I need to be.
So to know that we are helping them learn while they're having fun at the same time is evidence that we should always have Freedom Schools.
I'm hype.
I'm hype.
I'm hype. I'm hype.
I'm hype.
I'm hype.
I'm hype.
I'm hype. I'm hype.